Hey guys, how's it going? That little Black and Decker's all together. It's been doing nothing but raining. I had to go to my daughter's wedding today too, so I couldn't get nothing done in the shop. But that all went good. I'm glad she had a happy wedding. I still got a test cut. I'm hoping tomorrow I can get out, test cut that 500, the Black and Decker, and if I got time, this is Tanton's, what he calls the mutt saw, AFU saws. I brought this back from Sawfest. This is the FCO I built, the 152. And this is a 152 with some Cub Cadet parts on it that he built. Now he's built 5 of these, I recall. I've built 1. And we have a friendly grudge match going. I don't remember if I cut with this down at Sawfest or not. Might have. But I've seen video footage of this thing pulling a 24-inch bar, and I know it's a hoss. I've only got to play with mine a little bit, which this ain't mine anymore. I actually sold it to Tanton, but we're still gonna have the grudge match because I'm closer to Joe. This came home with me, and I was just gonna have dyno pulls done, but I dug out this chain, this bar, and when I go out there we can swap from one saw to the other, same bar and chain, to keep it fair there. We'll do a cut off, probably in some of that pine that I got out there, and then after that I will make an appointment with Joe and we can get these over to the dyno and have our dual on there as well. I'm curious what to expect. Just with playing with this, I'm suspecting this thing is over 5 horse, but I've been wrong before. But it nips the heels at some of my 6 horsepower 50cc builds, so it'll be neat to see what this thing pulls. It's got a tremendous amount of compression. I think he did chamber work in this, but not as much chamber work as I did in this one. And it'll be interesting to see these things go head to head and see who come out on top. I did pop this apart and threw a used clutch in it. I need to trim that stud down. The reason this stud's so much longer is one of the exhaust studs was broken, and I took a steel exhaust stud and just ran a tap down it farther to make it work, and I just never trimmed it down. I just got to pack a rag in here and nip it off with the grinder or whatever. But I might let Tanton deal with that. But I'm going to try to keep the grudge match as fair as possible. I'll get them running and tune both of them the best I can, and do test cuts with each one and make sure I'm getting it where it feels like I'm getting the absolute best cut that I can get on it. Setting them with a tack to the same RPM is not really a good idea on doing that, because there's 2 vastly different port jobs in here. Say if I set one might want to run at 14 and the other one might want to run at 16. If you take the one that wants to run at 16 and bring it down to 14, obviously it's going to have poor performance in the cut. So I will be tuning to where I feel maximum power in the cut is basically what I'm going to tune for, and we'll probably tune for maximum power in the dyno as well. Typically when I tune for maximum power in the cut, that's typically the best pull I get on the dyno. Most of the time. Sometimes it's not the case. Sometimes you can whiz the dyno up a little bit harder and get a better pull, but we'll probably do a pull on each one on the tune that I have it from the cut, and then we'll probably go do a couple pulls rich, a couple pulls lean, and then do the same for both and kind of see where these things hammer out at. Battle of the Clunkers. It's gonna be fun. Like I said, I can't. He didn't want me to disclose my secrets. I showed you guys the port work, but he didn't want me to disclose the secrets in it. I don't know if the secrets are out on that one, but you know, he bought the saw, so it's my wishes is to honor his wish if he doesn't want the formula out that I used in this. That's just the way it is sometimes. It's not by me. If it's up to me, I'd tell you guys, but it's not nothing too crazy over the top, I can tell you. I'll tell you that. But the thing's a little lightning rod in the wood. That thing, it surprised me. That's a runner. The carb kit that I put in this, I took out of a carburetor that Super Dave sent us. I couldn't figure out why it was. Well, I kind of suspected why it was flooding out, and I can show you. Luckily, the diaphragm was the same. Was the same as a 620, but hear how crunchy that is. And what happened is this come down and was holding the needle and seat open. That sits right here, and it was holding that needle and seat open, and that's why all the gas was coming out of the gas tank and just flooding this thing out. And I think that's why this thing was giving me a tuning issue. And the fuel pump side of the diaphragm, it was one of these blue ones, and it's all stretched out. And then if you laid this on a flat surface, this was lifted up and not sealing down on the check valve like it should have. So it had some fuel pump issues. So I think this was a 620 carb. I'm gonna have to if I end up using this, I'll have to end up ordering a carb kit. But Super Dave sent that to me, and it was a lifesaver in this because I didn't have a kit sitting around. I used to stock all that stuff, but now it's kind of like I just order that stuff on a need to order basis. But because of that parts carb, I think I haven't ran it yet because it's late at night. But I did top it all back off, and it's not flooding out. So yep. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys, because I do read the comments. What your thoughts are. And I mean, you've seen this cut on my channel of the screwed up carburetor. I've got that fixed now. And go over and check out Tan's channel. And I believe it's just Tanton Rosencrans, if I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, sorry, buddy. Horrible with pronouncing stuff, but he does AFU saws, and he's got vids of this running over on his channel. So go check his channel out, see how this runs, then go watch my footage on this thing, and leave it in the comments there on what your thoughts are on where these two mini Titans are going to stand. So I'm kind of curious. So looking forward to your guys' comments. You guys take it easy, have a good one, and enjoy.